Hey guys, it's Wednesday the 3rd and I'm here to do your daily guidance. How are we all today? How are we all feeling? How are we all doing? How are we getting apprehensive? It's back to school next week. Everything's good. Do you know, I was just thinking to myself this morning, as much as I've been like, oh, I can't wait for him to go back to school because I've spent so much time with him. Now I'm thinking, what am I going to do without him? Without my Georgie Porgy. So yeah, things are going to change quite dramatically. It's like him starting school again for the first time. It's really bizarre. He's not been to school since before Christmas. So it's been so lovely actually to have him all this time. So I guess some of you mums will be having the same issue as me. It's like you want him to get back to school, you want him to get back to the friends, but then, you know, it's been so lovely to have him around all the time. So yeah, it's gonna, you know, now it's coming, I'm feeling more and more apprehensive about it, but I can't carry on schooling him. I just aren't academic like that at all. I'm great, you know, with my hands, you know, I'm good with hairdressing, anything that you can do that you physically have to do, but when it comes to sums and writing and stuff, it's just never been my bag. So yeah, it needs to go back to school for that reason. Poor kid. Right, here we go. Let's get into Wednesday. What is the message, please, for Wednesday? What is it that we all need to know, or what is it that the collective needs to know for this Wednesday, the 3rd of March, please? Wednesday, the 3rd of March. Wednesday, the 3rd of March, please. What is the message? Are we going with them ones? No? Wednesday, the 3rd of March, please. We're going with them ones. Okay, these ones it is. Wednesday, the 3rd of March, please. What is the message? So tonight I'm running a class in my group. We are doing just anything that we do really. If it's mediumship that you like to do, cards that you like to do, however it is you like to read. We are doing that from 7:30. There's a few of us. I think there's 4 or 5 of us so far. I'm going to do another one on Friday, which I might do spirit art. I'm not sure yet what we're going to do in there. I do have spirit art on the mind, but you never know. Things might change. Sorry, I'm just looking to see what's underneath. So yeah, if you want to join that, that's Transitions Together. You don't have to be, obviously I have to have stepped onto the path of being able to do a little bit of something, because we do class it as a bit of an energy exchange. But you don't have to be, you know, you don't have to be a fully born medium, for an example, to be able to do it, or card reader. Just come in and join us and you can practice your skills. But obviously you do have to have a set of cards at least to be able to do it. So yeah, let's get on to the reading now. So the one thing I'm picking up on here straight away is the fact that we've got 2 swords down. My head feels like it's calm. Like I've got nothing flying in from spirit here, and it's like there's been this shift. I've got a feeling that some of you have cleared out some space. So this is the clearing out some space. This is about, you know, decluttering, yeah, clearing energy that's around you, decluttering, working things out, getting some kind of organisation and some order in what's going on in life. You know, it's about the fact that you've made things, again, I'm looking at the bottom of the pack, it's like you've made things more comfortable around you. You've nurtured yourself, you've nurtured your family, you've nurtured everything that you need to nurture that's around you. Very positive reading today. You know, you're following your passions, you're making what you want to happen. And it's about, you know, and then we've got compassion. It's about being compassionate with yourself. It's about the fact, you know, that you're in a good position. You're feeling quite strong and stable in where you're going. You know, you've got that victory over your emotions, over your thoughts, over the path, over the things that you've chosen. You know exactly who you are, where you're going and what you want. That's all I'm getting today. This is the second video I started. So I did the first one and I did the cards. And the only card that came out, I think I put it away, so here we go. The only card that came out was this one. Nothing else came out and my mind were blank, and I thought, right, I'm going to go back, I'm going to reground myself, I'm going to regroup, and I'm going to get going again and do it over again. But actually, everything that's in these cards that I've picked is in this one card here, because that's about foundation and achievement. So it's like today, I mean, I have been getting up and feeling a little bit like I'm stuck, I'm this, I'm that. You know, how do I go forward? You know, spirit, what is it I need to do, etc., etc. But I've got to say that I feel a little bit more settled today myself. So I guess you guys will be too. There must be a change in the energy, which is amazing, because a lot of me and my friends have been saying how heavy the energy is, and, you know, how we've been feeling stuck. And you know, like some of us have been saying that we've been looking more on the, you know, what we're lacking rather than what we are achieving. So we've been looking at things in more of a negative light than we have in a positive light. And I'm not saying that we're all sat there being depressed and, you know, not getting on with life, because I certainly am. But when your thoughts and your mind, and you've got that time, and you go into the more negative things rather than the positive things. So, you know, thinking about more things of the past, and you know where you could be, rather than where you are. It's like we've shifted this energy into looking. Can you see how these people here are looking in on their life? So they're looking at their strong foundation. This house has got mega foundations. You know, they're looking at their home. They're looking at things with the rainbow in a brighter perspective, in a clearer way. They're all holding hands together. So they're all, you know, looking at their family unit in a more positive light. So it's about the fact that you've done this work. You know, you've done this work, you've cleared your space, so you've cleared your energy, you've got rid of anything that doesn't serve you anymore. You've done some purging or some clearing or some cleansing, however you want to call it. Everybody has different ways of talking about that. You know, you've got rid of the more negative energies that are around you. You're starting to change your mindset. You know, you may have physically cleared your house out, so you may have had a bit of a spring clean. You know, you may have painted some walls and got rid of any clutter or anything that's around you. You've also like decluttered your mind and realised that, you know, you can't hold on to things as much as you wanted to. I also feel like some of you have been embracing things like, you know, when I say you're in a child, so like you've been more embracing the lighter side of life, or this is going to start happening, because it's like there's been this switch. My brain and my mind is just, while I'm sat here, it's just clear. There's nothing in there at all. There's nothing coming through. There's no worries. There's no fillers as soon as I sat down to do this reading. So it means you're feeling more comfortable. Okay, you're feeling like, you know, you're nurturing yourself, you're nurturing the people that you need to nurture, you're nurturing the work that you need to nurture. You're not nurturing things that aren't worth your time, space and effort. You've remembered who you are. You know, you don't have to have this sword up. You don't have to, because sword's about, you know, being a little bit more proactive and maybe a little bit more aggressive, and a little bit more you know, feeling like you have to fight your corner. But because you're feeling so nurtured, comforted, you've cleared your space, you've got that compassion for yourself, you know that you're in a safe position, you've got yourself in a safe position, you know, you don't have to have them swords up. So when somebody say, I don't know, send you a message, and normally you would go, oh, you're being a bit funny about that. You know, you think, oh, you're being a bit funny about that. And you think, no, actually, they're not. That's just how I maybe would have seen that. Or that's how it would have been mirrored to me in the past. This is not how I deal with things anymore. It's about this like feeling of this coming into our own and having that victory over some of the things that you didn't realise you were learning, or the things that you have really worked on. You know, you're realising that things have changed. Okay, all the passion you've put into looking after yourself and really nurturing and wanting to change your world, your perception perception on things has totally changed. And this is like an overnight thing, so you might not even realise this has happened to you yet, but I'm telling you now, things have changed. Things have lifted. You know, you've got that potential now. If you haven't got this is the potential you were looking for. They're saying to me, you know, that, you know, all is safe, all is well. You're coming into that space because you've decluttered some space to allow that to come in, which is absolutely amazing. and an amazing reading. But it's really hard for me because it just feels so surreal and so calm that I haven't got that usual, you know, where I'm getting these words coming through, blah 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 blah, and it's like, wow. So do let me know, guys, if you're feeling like this. If you know, once you've listened to this message, if things have clicked for you a little bit, and some of the work that you've done all of a sudden at this moment, you're thinking, oh, actually, yeah, I did deal with that differently earlier, and you know, I am mind boggled, and I do seem calm, and I do feel calm. I mean, I've got to think now when I'm doing this. Last night I slept like a baby. I slept like a baby. I've woken up feeling refreshed, you know, whereas, you know, sometimes I've been finding it hard to get sleep, as you all know, because it was going on for ages. I mean, it has got better, but last night was even more better. You know, like, yeah, I just feel like there's been a switch, guys. So remember who you are. It's like, you know who you are, you know what you want, you know you're safe and protected by the universe or by family, friends, people around you, and you've learned to have that compassion for yourself, which is in turn, you know, has given you that comfort. It's giving you that firmer foundation to stand on. So you're on a firmer foundation, so you're a lot more grounded than you were. I feel like you're more planted. You're more, probably, you know, if you say do things like I do, you know, I've started literally now. I get up in the morning, I've wrote it at the side of my bed so I remember, because I'm useless at getting into rituals, you know, of doing things over and over again. So now I get up and it's like ground, protect, bubble, yeah, go for it, then go for life. You know, getting yourself into these rituals and getting yourself into these good spaces and looking at your diet. I think a few of you have been looking at your diet. You've been looking at, you know, your patterns, your behaviors, what you can change, who you're around, what things are good for you, what things are bad for you, what triggers me, why does it trigger me. You know, it's like all these things are here in front of me, and you've done them all, or you're coming to the end of them all. So just trust, okay? Trust now, because it's like the universe are going to start giving back a little bit, okay? Just keep going as you are, because the world is gonna come back to you. They're gonna start nurturing you. Can you see how there's a baby here, and these angels are around you there? But it's that feels like that's you. I know you're obviously not a child, or you won't be watching this, but yeah, it's like you're the child in the middle, and the angels are coming round to help support you. Yeah, I just feel like a cycle's come to an end, okay? And I feel like the energies are changing, and that's collectively. So let's watch out for that, and let's see, because obviously I've just got everybody ready, done breakfast, blah, blah, blah. Not really had time to think about it. But when I think about some things that have happened this morning, I have engaged in a different way. So yeah, that's amazing. Myself. So yeah, that is amazing. And I woke up looking in the mirror thinking, oh, you're not looking too bad at the moment. You know, these new tablets you're taking, these new vitamins and stuff are really working, and, you know, just feeling that little bit more positive. So yeah, maybe things have changed for us a little bit, guys. So that's great. So it's not a direct message. It ain't going to be for everybody. But I do think just take stock a little bit of how far you've come, because I think you'll start looking at life a little bit more like this. Like you've got more than you haven't. Yeah, you've got more than you lack. And that's an amazing. In fact, I'm going to call that more than you lack. That's what I'm going to call it. Right, guys. I'm just writing it down because I forget as soon as I get off. I'm just writing it down. Have a great day, guys. Please do take care, and I will speak to you all tomorrow. Goodbye.